Is this your card? No, I'm just kidding. So in this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly how I went from 0 to over 1.5 billion views on my channel. Obviously, you're thinking this channel does not have 1.5 billion views. I'll put some screenshots on the screen to show you. I did start a channel, it's called Kai Guy. It is in the gaming niche. And through that, I learned a lot of YouTube skills. So I've since kind of got bored of gaming and I've transitioned to helping entrepreneurs blow up their YouTube channels. And so that's what I want you to get out of this video, not to start a gaming channel, but learn from the aspects of what I learned to get over 1.5 billion views and apply it to growing your YouTube channel, whatever that is. I hope it's an educational channel because that is who I'm trying to help. So let's just start. I'm gonna tell you basically everything. It might be a long video, but yeah. So it started when I was 16. I started my channel. It started when I was like 9 because I started watching Geometry Dash content. If you don't know Geometry Dash, it's a video game. Yeah. And I would watch these YouTubers play Geometry Dash on YouTube, right? And I love this game and I played it on and off for years and years and years. And eventually in 2020, I got my own computer. And this game works way better on a computer than on mobile because the frame rate is, the frames per second is way higher on a computer. And so everything just works better. And so I decided I would start making this content. And I didn't know then, but I had a giant advantage. And that was that I understood what people would watch because I was a consumer for 8 years. And so if you're thinking about starting a channel, I assume it's about something that you know about. It's about like a passion you have or a profession you have, or I don't know, something you're good at or a problem you solve for yourself. So since you have experience in that thing, you understand the people that are going to watch it. That gives you an advantage. A huge mistake people make is just thinking about YouTube as like a big, scary YouTube algorithm, mathematical machine that like you have to like meet all the requirements. But no, it's just understanding people. And so since I understood what videos I would click and watch, eventually I decided I would just make those videos. And it ended up working pretty well. But I started YouTube with very low expectations. And so if you go to my channel, it's called Kai Guy. The first video ever is called like, my new challenge. And so I made a level in the game. It sucks, by the way. And it was actually a sick level. I don't know why I said that. And I played half of the level. And it was like a 30-second video, and that was my first video. And I uploaded it. It's like, whatever, it doesn't matter. I had no idea what would be good, what would be bad. I don't know. I just I had watched these YouTubers for so long, and I wanted to become one. Like, it was just my biggest aspiration to become part of like the Geometry Dash community. As cringy as that might sound, I thought it was cool. I thought the coolest people in the world were Geometry Dash YouTubers, and I wanted to be one. And so I just decided to start. Like, you gotta start somewhere. And I heard Mr. Beast say, like, your first videos are gonna suck no matter what. So you just gotta make 100 videos and improve something every single time. So I was like, okay, I'll just start. I'm not gonna try to be Mr. Beast on day one. Just start. And so I uploaded. I didn't even make a thumbnail. It was the first title I thought of, my new challenge, 49 to 100% or whatever. So I only played half of the level. It was a really weird video. And then it got, I don't know, 20 views, and I decided to make another video and another video and another video. And I kept making challenges I thought people would think were cool, and then I would play them, and then I would be like, oh yes, I beat it. And then I would upload it, and some people would watch it, some people wouldn't watch it. Most people in the world would not watch it. But I kept uploading. And eventually I realized some videos would get more views than others. I love that moment when I was like, oh, this got 200 views and this got 30 views. YouTube is not random. There's a reason Mr. Beast gets 200 million views per video. It's not just because he's Mr. Beast and he gets lucky. I remember when his channel had like 16,000 subscribers, and now he has 350 million or whatever. But I realized I started to pick up patterns on what would work. And so I realized people liked harder levels, like harder looking levels. If it was more difficult to complete, more people would enjoy it. The perceived like value of the video would be like, okay, if this person's really good and plays a hard level, that's better than watching a level that anybody could beat. I guess it's just like rarity in general. So I started to understand that, and I was like, okay, well, what if I just made impossible levels? And so that was my thing for a while. I started making impossible levels. And then I would showcase them with like hacks on, and they would get like 1,000 views or 500 to 1,000 views. I was just like, shit, that's fucking awesome. And then I got obsessed. Once hundreds of people are consistently watching my videos, I'm getting like 100 subscribers every day. Like I got obsessed. Eventually I got 1,000 subscribers, and eventually I was able to apply for monetization. Unfortunately, the first time I applied, I was declined. It said like for reused content, but that's just because whatever. It happens to a lot of Geometry Dash channels. I applied again, and finally I got accepted into the monetization program. I was so fucking hyped. I was so happy. And I made $10.23 my first day, which was insane. I had no idea what to expect. I thought I was gonna make like $2. I would have been happy with that. If I could make $2 a day playing video games, that's sick. But I made $10. And the only job I ever had before that was walking a dog, and I would make $10 a day for walking the dog for an hour. So I was like, this is great. I would do this anyway. I was doing it. I was making daily videos for free, no money. I just thought it was cool. But now that I'm getting paid for it, like, are you kidding me? You think I'm gonna stop here? Like, no, I'm gonna scale this to the fucking moon. I don't even know what that means, but I'm gonna do it. And so I started making daily videos, trying to make more and more money, trying to get more and more views. I'd read all the comments on my videos. They'd be like, this fucking sucks, or this is fucking amazing. I fucking love you. I fucking hate you. A whole bunch of different stuff. I didn't care. I was just like, this is sick. I'm making videos. I'm getting views. I never thought I'd be at this point. It was always a dream of mine to be able to make videos in general. And like, I don't even know. But it was sick. And so I was at school doing all my homework at school so that I could come home and make YouTube videos. And I would just do daily videos over and over and over and over and over. And eventually I discovered a series. And so I started, like, I made one video that was like doing 20 frame perfects for 2,000 subscribers. And if you don't know, frame perfects means you have to click in the exact frame out of however many frames there are per second, 60 to a few hundred per second. You have to tap in the exact frame or else you die. And I would do 20 of them in a row for a certain amount of subscribers. And then I would do 30 of them in a row for 3,000 subscribers. And then I would do 40 in a row. I don't know at what point I stopped doing that. But I think I lowered my FPS so that it was easier. But people knew that. So it was just like this series that people would subscribe so that I would do more frame perfects, essentially. So I'd be like, okay, 50 frame perfects for 5,000 subscribers. Subscribe if you want to see me do 60. And then it would just keep going and keep going and keep going. And eventually I did that until like 20,000 subscribers. I would make other videos as well, but I discovered series. And so one video would work, I would remake it, and it would work again. And eventually I discovered like what CTR and retention was. I didn't really think about that before. I was just like, okay, this kind of thumbnail works, this kind of video works. But once I understood like, oh, it works because people like to click and watch it. Duh, like how did I not think about that? I made like 300 videos before I ever realized that. So I would keep making content, and a lot of times like I would try a new series and then it would fail, and then I would start getting only 1,000 views per video, even though my videos before were getting 50,000 views. And then I'd get a bunch of comments, your channel fucking died, screw you, you suck. But I would just keep making videos. I was like, oh, whatever. Because the thing is, I would see so many other videos, other channels blow up with one video would get 100,000 views. Their next video would get 3,000 views, and their next video would get 300 views, and then they would never post again because they're like, all right, my channel died. But when that started happening to me, what I thought of was the common thing in all of those channels that died was that they gave up. And so if I just don't give up, I'll be the outlier and I'll keep growing. And so that's exactly what I did. Instead of thinking, oh, the momentum died, my channel, whatever, it's just no, you just keep posting videos and you don't stop and you keep innovating. And so I would come up, eventually a series would stop working, or I would try something else and it wouldn't work. But then I would just try something else, and I would try something else, and I would try something else. And that's a lesson you can take away from this is just persistence. When I was starting my YouTube channel from 10 to 100,000 subscribers, the biggest lesson for me was just persistence and intentional improvement. Just how can I keep making videos, and despite how many views I get, just keep making videos. And so eventually I was making $50 a day, and then $60 a day, and then $100 a day, and then $200 a day. And I just kept on making videos. Another thing I would do is I would constantly set bigger and bigger goals. Since before I was even monetized, I was trying to manifest it, because I was like, okay, if this can work, I don't know what the universe is, why we're all here. What is like, we're a bunch of like tubes and veins and stuff. But let me just try to manifest my life. So I'm gonna have like 100,000 subscribers. I'm gonna be able to make money from YouTube. I don't have to go to college. It sounded stupid, but like the more I visualized it and tried to force myself to believe it, the more I would believe it, and then the more results I would actually see. And so I just kept doing it. I would visualize my channel at like 300,000 subscribers. I would visualize my most popular videos. And I just constantly did that and constantly set bigger and bigger goals. Once I got to 10,000, okay, new goal's 100,000. Once I got to 100,000, okay, new goal's 1,000,000. And yeah, I had a ton of fun doing that. It just felt like a game. I wasn't even playing Geometry Dash anymore. I was playing YouTube. So eventually I watched this video that had 4 million views or something, and it was of a level that kept getting harder, or it kept getting faster. And so it was the same part of the level. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clicks. And then the song would speed up and the level would speed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it was just like a minute of that, but it had 5 million views. And I'm like, this is just like a shitty level. It's not even real. Like what the fuck is this video? It doesn't make sense. Why does it have so many views? And then I realized, oh, I watched this entire video. I clicked and watched this entire video because it kept getting harder, and that was interesting. And I have a comment on that exact video saying, thank you for this video. I know this is random, but I actually learned a lot from it. And then the person replied to me and was like, okay, that's random. And if you look at that feed, maybe I'll link the video in the description. It's really funny. If you look at the video feed, it's like 1 year later, I come back and I'm like, yeah, dude, I used this concept to get like 1 billion views. And so what I essentially realized was, if you have increasing stakes or increasing difficulty, increasing intensity, something that's increasing that makes the viewer want to watch until the end of the video, then they're gonna watch until the end of the video. Your retention is gonna be crazy. YouTube is gonna see it as people really fucking like this video. And it's gonna promote it to everybody. So that's essentially what I did. I did one of my things where I would sit, I would visualize, okay, trying to think of a viral idea. This is how I would come up with viral ideas. I would sit on my bed, stare at the wall, or close my eyes and just think, okay, what would get 1 million, like 1 billion views? Like, I don't even know. And then it would just pop into my head. And this is what I do to brainstorm everything. It would just pop into my head. And I came up with 10 levels of difficulty. Now, this has been done before in like guitar and 10 levels of cooking or whatever, but it hadn't been done before in Geometry Dash. And so like there's been like noob, pro, hacker in Geometry Dash, but I came up with 10 levels of difficulty. And I started making those videos, and almost all of them have over 1 million views. So I do 10 levels of cube difficulty. So cube is a game mode in Geometry Dash. And then I do 10 levels of wave difficulty. And this was a new series. This was my biggest series ever. And it just got so many views. So I was like, okay, this framework fucking works. Like, this is insane. It works to get people to click, and it works to get people to watch. It has better retention than any videos I've ever posted. And then something crazy happened. So I saw on my feed a Geometry Dash a short form video of Geometry Dash. Why would somebody watch that? I don't know. The Geometry Dash is a square game. Why does somebody want to watch it vertically with someone's face on the bottom or someone's hand cam, and then someone the screen on the top? I don't know. Why? I don't know. But it fucking worked. It got 20 million, 30 million, 40 million views. I was like, holy shit. It just got so many hate comments on them that I was like, okay, I can't do this. But this dude, Lemon Cake, got to like 1 million subscribers so quickly. he just blew up. He blew up so fast that I was just like, Jesus. Like I had 100,000 subscribers at the time and he blew up past me, gained like 100,000 in a month. I was just like, what the hell? And then I made a community post saying, if I did shorts, it's over. Eventually I decided to try it. And so my first video I created, I applied the 10 levels of difficulty concept to it. So a level that constantly gets harder and harder and harder. And I posted it. And it has about, I think, 43 million views now. So my first short got 43 million views, which was a lot. I gained over 150,000 subscribers from that one short. So in one short, I doubled my subscriber count. And then I was just like, oh my God, this is stupid. And then I made a post. I was like, okay, I know shorts are stupid. I know you don't like them. They're not actually good content. But it would be really funny if I just started making a shit ton of shorts and became the most viewed Geometry Dash YouTuber ever. Should I do it? I made a poll, yes or no. I think about 90% of people voted yes. So I was like, fuck it. So I started making shorts. I went all in and I was on a gap year planning to go to college. I wanted my golden subscriber plaque. I didn't know how I was gonna get there, but apparently shorts were the answer. So I started making this short form content with this new viral formula that was the hook would set an expectation that would make people watch until the end of the video. Whether that's what I would say or whether that was just implied by how the level was created. And then there would be some kind of suspenseful music to carry on the video. And all of my shorts got such insane retention. And I would just create short every single week. Sometimes daily, sometimes weekly. Eventually I got to like 200 million views per month. And I was making like $500 to $800 per day. That was insane. And yeah, so still to this day, I am the most viewed Geometry Dash YouTuber, besides this one guy named Guitar Hero Styles, who's been making videos since before I was fucking born. He's like 30 or something. He was canceled for doing some weird stuff with, yeah. But there's people with 5 million subscribers that literally all they do is steal my video ideas and my short ideas. Literally all they do, and they still have less views than me, which is really funny. So I actually hopped on a call with like 10 Geometry Dash Shorts creators the other week. And they were all like treating me like I was like famous or something. And I guess it's because I'm very popular within that Geometry Dash community. But a lot of them have more subscribers than me. And so I was like, what? And they were just like, dude, like I'm just a copycat. Like I just steal your videos. And then I looked at all their channels and all they do is steal my video ideas. Like nobody has innovated after me. And so the takeaway from this is to focus on high leverage things. A lot of them just focus on production. And so that's why they've eventually, their channel's making more money than me. I haven't posted in like a year. They're making more money than me on the channel. They have more subscribers than me. They have way more videos than me. They're focusing on the inputs, which is great. But I would focus on the highest leverage task that I possibly could, which usually was brainstorming. And so I would prioritize brainstorming over the physical production, creating the levels, creating the videos, editing the videos, adding fucking background music, whatever, researching for new background music to add. That was a big thing too. And I would brainstorm and I would come up with, okay, what's another video that people would watch the entire thing, that 100 million people could watch the entire video of? And I'd come up with new ones. And essentially every single short form video that has hundreds of millions of views in Geometry Dash is from me. And I'm not saying that to brag. Maybe partially I am. But I'm also saying that just because the power of brainstorming is gigantic. So, but if I only tried to brainstorm when I started YouTube, I would have never made videos. And so I needed to create hundreds of videos, hundreds of titles, hundreds of thumbnails before I understood what created viral videos. And then after I had put in the repetition and gained the skill, only then it was valuable for me to brainstorm. Then I had the right brain to storm with. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. so there's a little lesson, a takeaway. Repetition first, then optimize. You can't optimize shit that you don't have shit to optimize. You know what I'm saying? So gain the skill. Then once you have the skill, you can optimize your work. And so I have way less videos posted than all these shorts creators that still have less views than me. I just got more views per video. And yeah, that's basically it. But it's hilarious. If you search GD Shorts, they're all just my videos. Even on TikTok, like you'll get recommended literally my videos. People will just screen record my videos and post them onto TikTok and they still get tens of millions of views. And that's essentially just a viral formula. So this can be applied to educational content. It can be applied to a bunch of different content. Essentially it's hook, retain, reward. And so what I would do, for example, is at the beginning of the video, I would say, okay, my friend told me that level 9 is impossible, but since I'm the best player, I can beat this level, or I have some stake. Like if I die at this level, then I have to, I don't fucking know, do some shit. And so people would see, they would immediately know that the level gets harder and the song would go along with that. So it would go like, bunch of different progressive kind of songs that just get more and more intense. And then the level would get more and more intense. And then I'd go like, oh my God, this is so hard and whatever. And then at the end of the level, I would usually like die and there'd be some sound effect and I would scream and go like, no! And then people that thought that was funny would rewatch the video to hear that again. So cut screams were a huge deal because people would rewatch the video and that would gain super high retention. Let's see if I can think of an example of this for educational content. Essentially, it's just giving people an expectation of that the end of the video is going to be worth watching. So if I were to tell you, I've gotten over 1.5 billion views on YouTube. Today, I'm going to tell you how to get 1.5 billion views on an educational channel. And the 3 things I'm going to give you are how to hook your viewers and convince them to watch your entire video, how to retain your viewers with master storytelling, and at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you the one secret that you need to understand, or else your channel is probably going to die within the next 10 days. All right, let's get to the first step, which is to blah, 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 whatever. So that wasn't the best example, but because it was just off the rip, you know what I'm saying? I gotta stop saying. But I did say, at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you the one thing. You don't even have to say at the end of the video. You can just say the third thing I'm going to tell you is the most important aspect of creating thumbnails so that people actually click your videos. Because if they don't click, they don't watch. That's a quote from Mr. Beast. And now people know, all right, this is important and I'm going to have to watch this whole video to get all of the value from it. That's essentially what it is. And so when I start a little short saying level 10 is so hard, OMG, it's just the value people are getting out of entertainment is entertainment. It's fun. It's super fun to watch. It's like, oh shit, this is crazy. The level's impossible. How is he doing this? It was hacked, duh. Most people knew it was hacked. I would still get a lot of comments like, he's a cheater, but it's like the level's so obviously impossible. It's just a click bot. But yeah, I just made videos that were fun to watch and I would make it very obvious from the first second of the video. The first thing I would say would make the person want to watch until the end of the video so that even if the middle of the video was somewhat boring, which it wasn't, I would make that entertaining too. If it was somewhat boring, people still want to watch until the end of the video. They will still wait. So one of my most popular videos, it has like 80 million views, is me literally dying at, okay, so if you played, I don't know how to explain this. It's me dying at the beginning of a level over and over. And so it's the song Lil Nas X Industry Baby. He's like, and this one is for the champions. It just does that over and over. So I die at the beginning. It goes, and this one is for the and I die at the beginning. And this one is for the and it does that for 50 seconds straight. About 40 seconds straight, actually. And then I finally pass that part of the level. Literally me dying over and over. So fucking much. It's so boring. But people are just waiting. Oh my God, is he gonna pass it? Oh my God, is he gonna pass it? Oh my God, is he gonna pass it? They'll wait for a whole minute just to see me finally pass it and then play the rest of the level. That got 80 million views. I made like $5,000 from that. Excuse me. That was kind of gross. Mouth gets weird after talking for a while. Eventually, I got bored of the gaming content. I wanted more for my life, especially since I decided not to go to college. And so I started a new business, which is helping entrepreneurs grow their YouTube channels. If you want help for free, you can join my school community below. I teach school community owners how to grow a YouTube channel. You can just join if you want. If you don't. But the lessons out of this video is to follow your curiosity. That is the most important thing. You can systemize, optimize, eternalize, fucking quantum, I don't know, all you want. But if you're not curious about what you're doing, you're gonna do it with a very low capacity of work. And what got me to gain this skill of YouTube was just repetition over and over and over. And what allowed me to do that repetition was curiosity. I was just following my curiosity. I loved getting so many views. It was so fucking fun. It was the most fun thing ever. It was better than any video game I had ever played. And so I would really recommend that you do the same. And so what are you really interested in? What have you been interested in since you were a little kid? Think about it. What have you always wanted to do? And also have the right expectations, and most likely lower expectations. And so when you start doing something, it's gonna be hard. But what helped me start was that I didn't care how many views I was getting. I was just like, all right, my first videos are going to suck. It doesn't matter. And once you get over that learning curve, which for me, it took me over 150 videos until I started getting like 10,000 views consistently. I had to make 150 different videos, 150 different thumbnails, 150 different titles, edited 150 different videos. It took a lot. And that's just repetition. So if you want to get a bunch of views, you just got to start making videos. And literally this video has, I don't know, like 10 bullet points. And I'm just talking for a while. And so that's essentially it. I just had an idea. I put a few bullet points down, and then I'm just talking to a camera. And you might stutter more than I do, or you might stutter less than I do, or you might sound worse, or you might not be confident, or you might, I don't know, just keep procrastinating making the video. And you should expect that. I've created thousands of these videos and I still procrastinate them sometimes. Yeah, essentially what helped me learn the skill and eventually get 1.5 billion views was following my curiosity. That's it. And then focusing on repetition, which helped me learn the skills. And so immediately I had some innate sense within me that was like, okay, I need to make daily videos. Once I got monetized, I was like, this is the thing, this is the opportunity, I need to fucking full send it, or else I'm gonna have to go to college and live the life I don't wanna live. I'm gonna fucking full send it, daily videos, let's fucking go. And I'm just so glad I had that sense within me, because if I didn't, I probably wouldn't be where I am now, and I really like where I am. Another thing is to focus on the highest leverage task. And so usually right now, that's just repetition. That's just learning the skill you need to learn. But eventually, if you just brainlessly make videos forever, the videos aren't gonna improve. And so at a certain point, you need to start spending time freaking thinking like ideation, thinking, okay, what video is really gonna solve my viewers' problem? If you're a school community owner, you gotta think, okay, for the members that I'm trying to attract into my community, how can I solve their problems the best? What problems do they really have? Yeah. How can I solve that problem better? How can I solve that problem better? How can I think of a title that makes it just like irresistible for the people I want to attract to click? That one, no. That one, no. That one, no. It might take a while, but that is higher leverage than doing the same thing that you're comfortable doing. So that's essentially it. Essentially. How many times have I said essentially? Yeah, join my free community below, or join my paid community. Or if you're interested in school, you can start your 14-day free trial. Great thing about school is that even if you forget to cancel your free trial, you can just email help@school.com. Be like, yo, honestly, dude, I forgot to cancel my trial. Can I just get a refund? They will refund it. I've done the same thing. So, zero risk business model, my favorite business model, fucking amazing. I love school. I'm on there many hours a day. But yeah, that's this wasn't meant to be a promo, but that's essentially Was this your card? This was your card, okay.